Whoa, I had to do it again because we're going to have something that's super, super fast and super easy, and I wanted to share. So tonight we're going to be having one pot cheesy pasta, and I thought for the side I would do something with those they call them zoodles, I guess. They're zucchini noodles. Please forgive my hair. I was out in the rain today. So anyways, so I was going to use those, but after I made lunch today, my daughter tried my lunch and said, I want some of that too. Hey, Rachel, how's it going? So we are going to make some more zoodles, and we're going to do a garlic zoodle for a side, but we're going to start our one pot cheesy pasta first. So let me go ahead and set you up in the cabinet after first I'll show you our grocery list, and then I'll set you up in the cabinet. So what we have from our fridge, we have a cup of onions. We have, this is actually 2 garlics. It's just kind of split. 2 garlics. We have a half a cup of milk. We're also going to be, and I forgot to grab it out, we're going to use a cup of cheese. We're going to use a kielbasa. I use turkey kielbasa just to save a little bit on the calories. And we're going to slice it up. I already started slicing it up, but then I thought, oh, I wanted to see what it looked like. And then from our pantry, we're going to use a can of diced tomatoes. So Rachel, sorry, this is not for you, but maybe you'll like the zoodles. I know I don't want you to make you sick. And then we have macaroni noodles and chicken bouillon. I thrive chicken bouillon, salt, and then some olive oil and also pepper. So that's what we're using for our first, which is the one pot cheesy pasta. Let's lean you in here. See if I can make you not fall out. That's always the trick, because it seems like it's going to be there and then it falls out. So to start, we're just going to put a tablespoon of olive oil in our pan and heat up our pan to like medium high. And while that's heating, we're going to go ahead and finish cutting up our turkey kielbasa. What did I put? Move my knife. There we go. And so I just kind of like cut it in half and flip it back to back and cut it that way. My kids are being a bunch of giggly gooses in the other room because I'm not letting them watch TV because we're going to watch a movie together. So it's driving them crazy, I think. Hey, you guys, can you be a little bit quieter? You don't have to whisper, but just maybe not quite as loud. Thanks, giggly girl. So we're cutting these up. I love these kielbasas. I think they're so good. I have several meals with them, and they just are really quick and easy to cook. So I really like them. So I try to stock up when Aldi's has them on sale. I just try to stock up when I have a bunch of them in my freezer, so I'm good to go. So these were in my freezer, but then I just defrosted it earlier today. All right, that onion isn't quite chopped up. Okay, there we go. So we're going to add that to our pan. There we go. And we need something to stir with. Get those all in there. I hope everybody had a really great Saturday. It was weird weather here. For a while it was just overcast, and then it was drizzly rain, and then it was super sunshiny, and then it went back to overcast again. So I'm going to put those in, and then I'm also going to go ahead and put my summer sausage. Some people, I think, call it summer sausage. It's kielbasa, whatever you want to call it, you can put in there. And if you want to have this, I guess you could have it without the meat. I've never made it without the meat. I like the meat in it, but I guess you could make it without the meat, and then it would be vegetarian meal. Or if you wanted to add more, if your family's really meat lovers, you can add an extra one. Or if you want to, try to cut down a little bit on meat, then you can just do half of one, whatever is good for you. That's the great thing about cooking, is you just make it fit the needs of your family. This meal tends to make enough for all of my family of 4 to have 2 helpings and at least lunch for my husband. Sometimes there's lunch for my husband and I. It just depends on, I guess, how big the seconds are. But I know I say this about almost every meal, but it is one of the ones that my family really does like. So, like I we're having that. So they get excited about it. I'm just cutting up our garlic. I don't like to put, and I know I've said this before, I don't like to put the garlic in right away because I feel like it burns. So I feel like you need to get your onion in there, and you can put it in with your meat and get it started. And then, ooh, we got this like big piece of onion. I gotta cut that up a little bit more. And then after you're ready to do your next step, I like to put my garlic in just for like 30 seconds. So you get that really good garlic flavor in there, but you don't burn it. I don't know why that one didn't want to cut up. There we go. Got it. Ta-da! So I like to cook these until my sausages start to get a little brown. Put them out there. Okay, so while we're waiting for this to kind of cook up, I'm going to go ahead and open up my other stuff, because once this is cooked, it's one of those dump kind of meals. And then you put a lid on it, and the pasta's dry. You don't have to cook the pasta ahead of time. And then you put the lid on it, and you just let it cook for, I don't know, what is it? 15 minutes, so that your pasta can get done. Unless you like your pasta a little bit more al dente, then you could do it probably at 12 minutes.